Hi, we're gonna try this again. Working on my grandpa's painting. I did about a half an hour yesterday, so I think I'm gonna try for a half an hour today. I've got my breakfast again, my water's over here, and we're gonna do my best to not get paint on my breakfast. It's a pumpkin chocolate chip cookie from Safeway. So, I finished this tree. Not finished. Nothing's finished. But I added a couple more little branches with the brown that I mixed yesterday. Everything still needs a shadow, except for the big trees back here. They've been shadowed already. I worked on the red leaves on the path. And I have a Spotify playlist playing in the background. Hopefully YouTube won't take it down, but again, I don't know how this works. So this is all just trial and error. So thank you for sticking with me. I use the apple barrel stuff. I think we talked about it last time. I'll try and, I don't know, make it more aesthetically pleasing to work with me, I guess. And everything that I use is from Walmart because I'm broke. But my grandpa asked me for a painting to go in our cabin. So I'm gonna do my best to give it to him. I mean, obviously, he paid for it, or he will pay for it, but, whew, okay. Well, Thanksgiving's coming up. I don't know what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving. I have family I can go visit. I can stay here and work. I need my job because I haven't been going. My sad little brain decided that we didn't want to be on this planet a while ago. My brain just like wanted to check out. So we tried to. All right, let's see. Where should we start? I really should have just printed out what I needed. Well, let's give some leaves a try. Alright, I think that's all of our colors except for the white. I try not to put that out if I'm not going to use it because they don't always have it out in my Walmart and I love it. And again, I don't take very good care of my brushes, so now we're just seeing which ones are usable right now. Alright. Adding some brown and some red to make that base layer. Yesterday I talked about how I mix the red and the brown because I'm pretty sure aspens don't make red. I'm pretty sure they don't even make orange, but it's my painting. I can put what I want in it. To be fair to me, he never asked me for a realistic painting. Grandpa, if you're watching this, I know that's off kilter, but he wanted something that he could hang in our cabin that had magic in it. So I realize it's probably super boring to watch me paint, but I appreciate anybody that is watching. I don't have any subscribers on YouTube, so this is mostly just for my Patreon, which I got 6 patrons now, thanks to my roommate, Stacy. That was a really nice surprise last night. I just needed a little bit more support from the people around me, and that's what I got. So the universe is trying to show me that it doesn't hate me and that everything will turn out okay. So if you're new here, the reason I get so stressed out about Patreon is I made a bet, not a bet, I made an agreement with my parents that I would get 10 patrons before the new year. Now, it's not so much like a do this or you have to whatever, because I'm 24 years old and nobody can make me do anything. But I did take the rest of my college money from them to help with bills, and I just know that if I can't prove to them that this is a legitimate attempt, a legitimate career, anything, that they're gonna talk some hard shit at me until I get my act together. Personally, I don't think a lot of people care that school made me super suicidal. My professors didn't want anything to do with the fact that my mental health meant I couldn't really attend classes as much as they wanted, and it really upset them as people. But the thing is I do have a mental illness. I have multiple mental illnesses. Wow. Yeah, somebody who gets up and walks around like me has an illness that wants to secretly kill her. It's astonishing, I know. And I've had a rough year. 2020 wasn't anything compared to my 2021. I am doing better, and it's because of art. The last conversation I had with my advisor at UW told me that I should try and follow my passion. And I looked him in his computer screen because it was a Zoom call, and I told him I don't know what my passions are because I was that depressed. And he said, well, every time that we've had a meeting, you've done something art-wise. You say you use it to distract you, but you actually pay more attention when you're doing art. And that makes me think that maybe that's what makes you happy, what makes you comfortable, what gives you a reason to do stuff. He wasn't wrong. Art's really hard for me because it's kind of like a really big popularity contest. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to wake up in the morning and see that I don't have any new followers, I don't have any new subscribers, and that the people who keep telling me, chase your dreams, aren't doing anything to help me with that. Because I can make all the art I want, but if nobody wants it, nobody wants to watch my content. Excuse me 1 second. Alexa, skip song. I don't want word songs. I want instrumentals right now. But art is one of those things that like people have to consume, otherwise it just kind of sits there. And I'm not saying that all art has to be consumed or it's worthless, but as small artists, you need exposure, you need an audience. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel worth it. And Hunter, my significant other, tried so hard. So hard. He helped me sign up for art contests and sent me information about how the community wanted to paint their telephone boxes, like up on the poles, with local artists. And, like, of course, that's awesome. I love it. But I was also super depressed, so I never turned my stuff in. And that was a big bummer for me. I'm gonna add a couple leaves over here. I've been staring at it, wondering what my issue was the other day. So I know people have been trying to help me. It's just not been the way that I would really, really appreciate. My dream is to sit at home and feed my cats and read books and draw, which I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make that a reality. It's not some long lost fantasy. It's possible. I just have to make a career out of book reviews and art, which isn't a hard thing to do. Well, okay, yeah, I just got done telling you it was a hard thing to do. I'm the queen of if I want to, I will, and if I don't want to, I won't. Anybody that knows me will tell you that. Don't want to finish school? Not going to finish school. Don't want to do homework because it's pissing me off? Not going to do it. Don't want to go somewhere? Not going to go. But do I want a dinky mini fridge that I eventually throw away in my 20s? Yes. So I will sell as much of that school junk as possible to get that. If I have a goal, if I see that it's worth it to me, I will do my best. I will give it my all. I haven't won every single thing that I've put my heart into. And I know it's unrealistic to hope that that happens every time. But I'm still gonna give it a go. I'm not gonna just agree with everybody and be like, oh yeah, being an artist is hard, I shouldn't do it. It's, yeah, okay. No, I'm gonna give her a go. And Hunter, my significant other, absolute gem when it comes to that. I love him. He's trying so hard. So Hunter, if you're watching this, I love you very much. Thank you for supporting me. Thanks for sending me food money. I mean, I think it looks pretty good on camera. It's a lot of leaves for the least amount of trees I have, but again, didn't promise realism. I like mixing the orange and yellow because it makes kind of like a hazy gold. And then if I boop, some little red into it. Oh, we got a visitor. This is Ms. Nugget. This is one of the kittens I'm babysitting. Actually, this one's mine. This is Ms. Nuggy. She's chunky and we love her. And she hangs out with me when I do art. Oh, she said no. I have 3 cats with me. Not that I own. Nugget is mine. And Furion is mine. But I also have Nugget's sister Freya with me. Because their brother isn't fixed right now. That'll change tomorrow. But start a conversation. I love these cats. They're the best. They're the coolest little cucumbers in the wide world. Yes, they are. They actually pissed me off a lot. In my last video, you might have heard me yelling at them because they just get so hyper at random times, and I've tried to pinpoint it so that I can play with them and help them get their energy out, but they just choose the weirdest times. And I know it's because they're kittens. I'm not oblivious. Furion was a kitten. I haven't just had full-grown cats. Actually, Furion's the oldest cat I've ever had. But I just wish that they could chillax for a minute and just not wreak havoc when I'm busy, which is when I'm doing art. Nugget calms down and hangs out with me most of the time. Oh, I think I was going on a tirade about Patreon. So I'm trying to reach 10 subscribers by New Year because I want to, I'm gonna miss the holidays with my family. Not miss as in, like, not go. I might not go, but, like, New Year's is after Thanksgiving and Christmas, so it's not like I'm gonna go home for the holidays and be like, look, Mom, look, Dad, I am a real artist now. Obviously I'm a real artist. I make art. Both of them have art from me. But, the new year is like a whole ass calendar year. And, it would just be nice to be able to go home any other time, and when anyone wants to bring up oh, what are you doing? Oh, well, I'm an artist. I have a Patreon. You can subscribe to it. And people go, oh, no, what's your real job? Oh, no, my real job is making art for people, making content, showing people how to paint, how I paint, how I do everything. And that's honestly what I want my job to be. And it's not so much to prove anyone wrong. It's not really to do anything other than to prove to myself that I can do it. But it also, reaching a goal does prove to my parents particularly that I can do what I set my mind to, even though they know I can. They of all people should know. They grew up with my stubborn ass. They gave me my stubborn ass. But, and you guys can't see the work I'm doing all the way down here. Let's move that. But it just shows a level of commitment that it's not just something that I'm doing to escape a real job or something. My family was supportive of everybody chasing their dreams, it seems, except for me, because I want to be an artist. But I see it all over social media. Like, I'm following a bunch of artists. Everything we consume is art. The music I'm listening to is art. Everything on TikTok is art. It's a form of art. I think it's really dumb for people to tell me that I can't be an artist when I grow up. And 24, so people would say I'm grown up, but I'm not. And then they like go watch Netflix or listen to music, or like I know people that go to art galleries for fun. And like, where do you think that came from? Do you think a computer just made it? Do you think a computer put it together for you? This isn't some crazy cyber world. A human made that with their hands. It took materials and time, and they probably cried about it. Like this painting, it's a commission, and my grandpa knows he's not just paying for the art and the materials. He's paying for the fact that I've spent most of my life cultivating these skills to paint, to mix colors, and to see shapes in my head and put them on a canvas. He's not oblivious to the fact that this isn't effortless. This is a process that I do go through, and it's worth compensation. And I'm not asking for a lot on my Patreon. I mean, there's a support tier that's $1. Like, hey, I'm a broke college kid. Nobody is gonna tell me that I have to spend hundreds of dollars on things. I think I just got paint on my stuff back here. Who knows? That's mine. It doesn't matter. So I've got $1 option. You don't really get much for it because it's $1, and it costs me at least $2 to make the prints. And then that $3 one, you get stickers. The $5 one, you get stickers and a bookmark. I mean, it's a whole deal. And then the last one is $10, where you get everything. You get bookmarks, you get stickers, you get commissions, you get everything. It's great. And it's been really nice to wake up Monday morning knowing that I have to post content to my Patreon because I have people actually waiting on me to see my content, to see what I'm doing. Let's see what we're over at 23 minutes. Woo-hoo-hoo. I don't think I'll be finishing this today. But my Patreon goals aren't really for anything other than I want to prove I can do it. I want to show everyone who's been telling me to stop and go back to school is stupid, and that art can be a career. You just have to give it your best try, and I'm doing that. I'm giving her my best to go. I love making art. It makes me so happy. Nugget, stop playing with my curtains. I'm trying really hard not to yell, because I yell so loud at these little shits. I love them. I love them dearly. But they're not allowed to rip up my curtains. They're not allowed to rip up my furniture. They got billions of cat toys up in here. They need to learn to play with those and not my stuff. This is my stuff. I love making art for people. I really love drawing my friends. I just drew my friend Sam as a pirate because she is a pirate. Like, it's not even funny. She is a pirate. And I just love the idea that somebody is like, oh, pirates were real. I'm gonna make them extra real, and decided to become one. That's just, it was a wild thing. I absolutely loved meeting her, and she's a great person. I would introduce her to everyone except for she doesn't like people the same amount that I don't like people. But I would if she wanted to go back to my hometown and meet every single one of my family members, every person I went to school with, I'd do it. I'd be like, all right, road trip. Let me know when you get fed up with it, because it takes me about 24 hours to get fed up with it, unless something really great is happening. But that's me. And I'm just a big fan of hers. She's cool, she's sweet, she's got a big old dog. Big puppy. Love her. I love Miss Buffy. Miss Buffy's the sweetest. Miss Buffy could be a little scary, but Miss Buffy's just precious. I don't think I would trust anybody else with a dog like that. Besides Sam. She's got it together. Oh hey, we're talking about a pirate girl and a little pirate song comes on. Isn't that cool? I'll put I don't know if I can link it, but I'll put the Spotify playlist in the description, because I'm not claiming, this is not my music, I'm just listening to it on my robot. I try not to say its name, because then it asks me questions and stops what I'm doing, and it annoys me, like these cats are right now. And, sorry, one second.